You just got your asses whipped by a bunch of nerds. Nerds!
Welcome back to Nerds Podcast. Your favorite dynamic duo is back, and we're here to discuss Disney Plus's Daredevil Born Again, episode 4 in this second season. And I don't know why this one was called Gloves Off, Pete, because there were more gloves on than anything else. From Bullseye putting on his gloves to Kingpin putting on the boxing gloves, they should have called it Gloves On. But Pete, we got to start about telling me how you feel about the Marvel logo turning blue for the first time.
That was just telling us that, this is the Bullseye episode. Because you brought up the hue and a lot of the different shots in the last episodes. When it was red, it's Daredevil. When it's blue, it's Bullseye. But Bullseye got to shine a lot on this one.
Did he ever? Of course, Bullseye's listening to Billy Joel's New York State of Mind, and I gotta give it, the parallels, of course, with Kingpin making his breakfast in the morning, Bullseye making his breakfast, super many Easter eggs here, of course. I know you saw the oil become the Bullseye, right? But did you notice he hit the egg right in the middle? Yeah, the egg hit right in the middle. He never misses. What can I tell you? And his name is Tony. I have a neighbor named Tony as well. I wonder what his secret identity is, so I don't trust Tony's anymore. But he seems like he's in the happiest mood, Pete, going to the diner, getting his banana shake, and he makes a false claim, Pete, saying that the Punisher's at the diner. Like, I know you're like, me, I'm dying for Frank Castle to show up in this. And I'm like, are they really going to give Puba a gift? Of course they didn't, Pete. Tell me what you thought about the diner scene.
Him just, listen, that's, it's just, just to get them there, say whatever to get them there. Saying the Punisher's there is going to get them there right away. Being that they thought they had him captured in one of those cages that the swordsman was in, and he obviously got out, but that was going to get them running as fast as they could to the diner.
Did it ever? I mean, from the toothpick to the way he actually lifted up the forks and caught them, to the last kill with the lobster. And he said he's one of the good guys. So do you believe that he's one of the good guys?
Hard to say good guy, being that he just, even though they're not, we're not looking at them, in a good light. The AVTF, they're, we're not looking at them in a good light. They're kind of operating outside the law. So I'm guessing some people will see he's a good guy because he killed them, but killed a lot of people. Killing somebody is killing somebody. You don't see a lot of the good guys killing people like that,
Unless you're Frank Castle, of course. But even then, calling that much attention to yourself is kind of crazy.
He's more an anti-hero than anything.
Yes,
he's killing
I agree with that statement. Absolutely. But he leaves his mark, kind of like Muse did his artwork. He left his mark with some ketchup of a Bullseye logo. Again, that scene was fire, from the ricocheting of things when he was behind the counter, and he just threw them up. He kind of knew exactly where those guys were. And then, of course, he gives a compliment to, like, great shake. I loved it. Like, that scene was just phenomenal for me. I love the fact that we started off with that. We get that satire Kingpin again, which, of course, is the Fat Joe mask on this show, of course. And it's always a joke when I see it now, but I'm kind of tired of it. Like, we know that it's a skinny person in a suit, so I'm just wondering how much they're going to run with that, Pete. I'm just done. And we get them all at a kind of a new hideout for them. And is it time to say goodbye to the swordsman, Jack Duquesne? I don't think we'll see him anymore, Pete. I was a little sad about that, as he's kind of telling him that, he's done. Like, he wants to burn the clothes that he's on, but he leaves his kind of open pocket for them to kind of use money. what did you think if this is Jack Duquesne's final shot on Marvel?
It's cool. I mean, everybody can't be in the spotlight. There's not enough spotlight for all of these characters that Marvel has in their universe. There's just not enough. And no disrespect, this is not an A character, the swordsman. So he played his part. He played his part, and you know he's out the door. Now, honestly, they've done the same type of deal with other characters. I think it was Jessica Jones episode season 2, The Wizard. Not a well-known character, but he did make some type of a cameo. They introduced him there. So they do this throughout the whole entire MCU. But the swordsman was cool, man. He was cool.
Jack Duquesne is an A-lister in my heart. Love Jack Duquesne, so give it to it. They get the SD card with all the videotapes that they're making, of course, of all the people. Kind of fun it's sloppy that they gave it to the guy that I think he was going to rob the store, and then he was making food out of a cart. I did not like that at all. That's something super important to be given. That I found it sloppy, Pete. You did it?
I just seen it as a connect, maybe one of her connects from the neighborhood. You know, she obviously they weren't seeing eye to eye when they were in the bodega, but maybe that's somebody she knows he can get stuff done, and he actually did. So,
I mean, if you trust the people from your hood, you trust the people from your hood. What can you do? But I love the scene right before that where Daredevil and Angela are talking, and he kind of grabs the amulet and he asks her if she's ready, and then she tells him, "Were you?" That was such a dope scene. You didn't think so?
Yeah.
I loved it. Well, Kristoff, of course, makes it to the hideout. They actually start videotaping him as well. And Kingpin is kind of sending Vanessa away at the same time to go talk to the governor. Pete, I know he sent her off in the first season of Daredevil in a helicopter when he needed to do his business. He tells her it's not the same thing. Do you think it's the same thing?
No, I don't. I refresh my memory why he sent her away before.
Because he wanted to do his dealings of what he had to do, right? And create that chaos that he did. But he sent her away, which she actually said to him, "You did this to me before. Are you doing it to me again?" So I'm just wondering, do you think that he's trying to underhand her, kind of block her out?
No, I think she has more influence this time. So no, I think they're working together. Right? I think before we were wondering if they were working together. I think this time they were working together.
Yeah, so now Karen and Matt understand that the whole fighting at Fogwell's, of course, that is the gym that his dad boxed out of as well, is all a setup for Bullseye, and they have to go hunt for Bullseye. Now, we haven't seen Daredevil be this kind of detective thing again in a while. Pete, it was so good to see the way he was guiding himself through that whole scene to try to figure out how to find Bullseye. Of course, he gets the coin, takes him back to the church. He's saying a prayer. The priest, who's I guess is not supposed to be telling people what people are doing. That's hence why you go to a priest. It's supposed to stay with him, but there is no client privilege with a priest. But he's able to hear his voice from the church to the surrounding buildings, like from how he found Bullseye. I loved it because again, we don't get to see it enough. You always see his powers only when he's fighting. It's really good to see how his detective work works in with using his powers. I know you found that pretty cool, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought they were going to show some type of, I guess CGI to see like his point of view, like they've done in I think in the Daredevil movie when he was fighting Fisk and the rain. Oh no, when he was talking to Elektra and the rain came down and they didn't see her. Yes. I thought they would show something like that, but yeah, we kind of knew what they were doing as far as how he was going to find them, was using his other senses.
Yeah, no, I love that they didn't show it, Pete, that we can actually, the comic book fans at least, can imagine it in their own heads. But the AVTF is kind of Lucille, and they actually go and raid Kirsten and Matt's law firm. That was actually crazy to me, Pete. But let's just go to Red Hook for a second here. And Kingpin is kind of pissed off that everyone got out. And then Charles is also at Red Hook as well. Now, I don't think Charles knows what Kingpin is capable of. He kind of made that comment when he said, "Oh, New York City, that's cute. I have to manage like the whole globe type of thing." But I love that scene. Did you like what Buck did? Did you like the way Kingpin kind of ended that conversation? Talk to me about that.
No, Buck is cool. Buck has been, and he's anytime he's on screen, he's cool. He's just, his demeanor is just is dope. And obviously he's his right hand, same way Wesley was in the first season of Daredevil on Netflix. But I really don't understand this Mr. Charles thing yet. Like, they need to get with it, because he just seems like he's popping up, and I don't see the purpose of this guy yet.
Yeah, again, I want to see how it kind of kicks back to the whole new Avengers thing. Again, I just want to know how this all ties up. I'm the same way. I'm curious about it. I did like when he told Buck, "That's cute. You could put your hands down." But Buck did that, I think, on purpose so he can quick draw later on. Actually, again, just smart. Loved every minute of it. And it's crazy to me that in the next scene, Karen is at the same law firm that the AVTF was at. I thought, again, there was just some sloppy things here. If they're trying to hide things, Pete, did you think, am I crazy? Am I going overboard on this one? Do you think it was sloppy on her part?
No, I didn't think that. I mean, she's done well to like disguise herself and keep herself hidden. She's walking around with a red wig. So look, with the best time, I guess, to do it is after they've done their best time to show up is after they've done their dirt and they're gone because they didn't find anything. So chances are they're not really going to come right back. So that's probably the best time to go.
No, I agree. I probably agree with that one. Absolutely. Vanessa did her job with the governor. Like, the governor now is going to back up Fisk in a sense, but the governor said, "I'm not going to back up Fisk alone. I'm backing it up being the fact that you're next to him." And again, shout out to all the wives that support their man and do their jobs. Great job. I did love that. Now, Matt, of course, after the coin, ends up in Poindexter's apartment. Pete, let's start from the CD alone, going back and forth. How cool was that fight scene? Like, put these guys on camera, and I'm enjoying it 100% of the time.
I said it once we started covering the season. He's the perfect villain for Daredevil. He just is. And another fight, another one of their fights that's perfect, I think just kind of confirms what I said. He's perfect for Daredevil. Always gonna have these perfect fights. They've got the same type of skill set. He caught his billy club at one point when he ricocheted off the wall. Yeah, it's always something dope with them too, and I'm never disappointed when they fight.
What's a better fight, Pete? Captain America versus Winter Soldier, or Daredevil and Bullseye? What fight would you want to pay to watch? I know. I got to put you in the hot seat right now.
Captain and Winter Soldier.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna even argue with you, because again, you can't. That's a win-win situation if you ever get it on camera. But I do love it. Pete, we haven't discussed it on the show. And when Matt was wearing the AVTF logo, the uniform, they still have the Punisher logo on there. Should they have already removed that?
No. I mean, it's not like he's going to take them to court to sue them for it. So, yeah, they're doing this is something that they've adopted, so they're going to continue to use it.
No, okay. Like I said, we haven't discussed it on this show. They're still using it. And Fred Castle, you guys are a bunch of clowns, he told them.
Oh, yeah, yeah, zero respect.
Okay, and then I love that scene as they're fighting, of course. You have Bullseye trying to discuss, he's mentioning Foggy, of course. And again, Daredevil's like, "Don't mention his name. Just stop it." And I get it. I get it. Then we get to the boxing match, Pete, and BB's there. Daniel shows up. Do you think he noticed that the SD card went into her pocket? Or do you think he's oblivious to it?
I don't know. It could have been one of those... let her hang herself let me give her she has the rope, let her hang herself. You understand what I'm saying? That him not saying something there, I could be wrong, because it did look like he kind of flinched when that happened.
Yeah.
Very, very. I don't know if you remember this movie, Mission Impossible 2. She slid something in his pocket, and he kind of like he kind of paused because he felt it. I think that was one of those type of deals.
Okay. I think he does know as well. I think his feelings for her are clouding him, and he may take the downfall for BB. I don't know. I can't see them killing two Uriks over the course of these seasons, but I just think that he knows, and he's still not gonna say anything because he's feeling her. Because she said it's not a date. He said we'll see, because I guess he's feeling her. But it is what it is in the sense of that whatever. He's kicking game and she's friend zoning him. So I see it. I know you see it. So
100%.
okay. So let's get into this. Kingpin gets in the ring. And of course, he wants an entrance clear to allow Poindexter to get in, which is absolutely crazy, but he has to give him a way in. I saw the bobblehead dolls, Pete, and immediately I thought, these are Fat Joe bobblehead dolls. That's what this is. So I was laughing at that point in time. And of course, you had Mike the Matterhorn Melendez fighting Kingpin, but Kingpin wasn't even worried. He goes, he's not going to even hit me. And he didn't. Like, he did. When Vanessa walked in, he did get a hit on the Kingpin. But I guess the guy thought this was just like an amateur boxing match in the sense of it.
Or a charity boxing match.
Yeah, but Kingpin went in. I think he's dead. Do you?
They kind of showed him moving, so I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out next week. But I was wondering the same thing, but they kind of showed him moving a little bit, so don't know.
It wasn't even a fair fight, Pete. He was like 100 pounds more than the dude. Like, why would they allow that to even happen?
and Kingpin is no slouch. He's,
no,
based off the comics, the people he's fought, he's no slouch at all. A regular person fighting him is a mismatch.
Yeah, so during this match, of course, Kirsten gets Christoph with the U.S. Marshals. She's promising him that he'll be fine. And, of course, there's still a leak. So, again, I think this has to do with Mr. Charles in a sense, having some insight on the government, Pete. But were you shocked that Buck came out and Nick killed him?
No, not shocked that it was him, and then not shocked that they actually got to him, because it would be too easy if they were able to just get away with the guy and he's going to testify. So,
yeah, it was. It's just hard. Matt can never protect his clients. Like, I would never want Matt Murdock to be my lawyer, because if I ever had to do something like that, I am not safe. I just realized that he has all of his clients die. Him trying to hide them. So even up to Foggy. So it is what it is at that point in time. But of course, we get back into those ring. Bullseye is coming in, knives blazing. Daredevil. Vanessa has a clean shot to Bullseye. She shot him, Pete. So I guess my thing where she has a thing for him is absolutely wrong.
Yep.
And of course, he throws the Fat Joe glass thing, and blocked by the belt. Did you see what happened to Vanessa? Did you see it coming?
No, I just at the end I realized when they showed it slow motion, when they actually focused on her, that's when I saw it. But yeah, that's
now when her dress was turning red. Did you think about Rabbit in the Snow?
No.
I did. So when I saw her, the glass in her head, and I see it dripping over her white dress, I'm thinking of the Rabbit in the Snow painting, like the parallel of that as it stands today. But Pete, this is awesome. It is getting good. The action is hard to not keep your eyes glued to the TV set. Any final thoughts on this episode?
I like Bullseye as a character. They gave him a lot of shine here. But Daredevil saved him, because he was about, because Fisk was about to finish him off, And that shot that you see of him reaching over the rope on the ring with a gun, he was about to finish off Bullseye, and Daredevil saved him. But yeah, it was a great episode. Again, can't wait till next week and see. They left us with a cliffhanger with Vanessa, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so I think Daredevil will probably get blamed for Vanessa's death at this
Of
point in
course.
time.
Yep.
And he's always getting blamed for something. So with the North Star boat, the blow up of the guys working on the boat, now Vanessa, and now it looks like Bullseye and Daredevil are in cahoots together when they're absolutely not. But tell me what you guys think. I'm curious. Please don't forget to hit that bell to get our latest videos. Of course, like this great show, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
The worst episode ever.